Shadows fade away, teaching faith to stay. Trust in the promise you bestow. Mercy that never ends. Forever carrying over. Dearest one, I welcome you once again. This is a moment with Sister Prisca, and I believe you are doing well wherever you are. Thank you for having time to join us in this very wonderful moment where we are going to talk about ways forward, your success. And I captioned this edition, "This is not where your story ends." Don't get yourself discouraged. There is still hope. I want you to know this: your journey is far from over. Your journey is beautiful. We live in a world that tells us that everything must happen quickly. Social media teaches us that success is instant, happiness is visible, and life is meant to be effortless. But we know the truth. Life asks us more of words than that. Life asks us for courage. It asks us for patience and sometimes for our hearts to break so that we can be made whole again. Today, I want to speak about the part of you that is tired, uncertain, or even questioning whether it is enough. This is for you. Please share the link and invite others. This is a very wonderful episode that we are talking about. That is why I captioned it. This is not where your story ends. We all know the truth. Life is not a bed of roses, both for the rich, for the poor, or even for those who find themselves in between. We have all felt the weight of rejection, disappointment, or even failure at one point in time. Our society calls struggle a mistake, but what if struggle is just a signal of growth? This is what you have to know. It is never the end of our story. I see it every day. Most of the young people are chasing approval online. They spend their time waiting for followers or even more likes in the social media. But the reality is, where does your success lead you to? Where are you aiming at? Not because you have failed today means that you have failed entirely. It could just be only a stop for you to regain your energy to start off your journey. Never tell yourself it is all over. God has never made mention of his own last word. Many times we feel unsafe or we see families who are stretching very thin in order to meet the trends of our society. And we live in that society where value appears over endurance, but God values our faithfulness, the quiet perseverance that happens when no one is watching us. Saint Teresa of Avila once said, patience obtains all things. If you have patience, you will gain everything. Remember, Saint Teresa of Avila, patience obtains all things. Never be in a hurry, because there is time for everything, and at your own appointed time, that will come. Patience is difficult, yes, we all know that, but it requires you stay when living would be easier. It asks you to work when recognition does not come. It calls you to trust that what is forming in us is more than what we see, because at the appropriate time, everything will bloom and everyone will rejoice for the win. Courage is never the absence of fear. Courage is continuing when fear whispers you cannot do it. Every time you step beyond worship or where you feel safe, in your work, in your studies, in your relationship, or even in your vocation, you are growing. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It tells you to stay on, persevere, wait. And every time you resist the temptation to give up, you are building your strength and becoming a better version of yourself. Think about Christ's hidden years. 30 years passed before Christ began his public ministry, and the world saw nothing. Yet, all those years, Jesus was shaping himself. He was preparing himself for the moment he could change the history. And immediately that time clocked, everything he does became visible. People began to know about him. People began to follow him. Not that Jesus did not exist, he was there, but just because his own time at that moment had not come. That was the reason nobody mentioned about him until after 30 years when he began his public ministry. We too are being prepared in silence. The struggles, our delays, our doubts, there are many mistakes we may have made in our lives. All those things should serve as moments of preparation in our life. And as our society fears discomfort, we are told avoid hardship, chase ease, be visible, be successful, be comfort. But comfort is rare where transformation happens. The roses that grows through the thorns requires patience. The roses that grow through the thorns requires perseverance. The roses that grow through thorns need time in order to allow the perfume to bloom and those around it will be able to feel it. Your potential grows through the practice of life. All those frictions in your life, these are the moments of growth that you encounter. They may seem discouraging, but never give up hope. The quick heartbreak, the long night of doubt. Many times you may have cried in secret just because things are not working out the way you have programmed them. Never write yourself off. Your time is not yet over. Do not fear the discomfort. Do not despise the hard seasons of your life. Step into them, walk through them. Feel these presence because these are the things that will help you to tell your story at the appropriate time. Trust that every difficult moment is never a waste. They build you whom you become. Winners are celebrated at the moment they win, but the struggles they pass through during the time of preparation. Many people do not know about it. Many people do not talk about it. So if you are weary, if you feel like giving up, I want you to hear this. This is not the end. This is not where your story ends. This is not where God has concluded your own story. You are just in the making, and God will never disappoint you. You are being formed. Your life is meaningful, even when the world does not see it. Your effort matters a lot. Your patience matters, and your courage matters a lot. Encourage yourself to move on. Because when you move around and listen to people, you now listen and know and discover that there are people who undergo a lot of difficulties, yet they allow courage to lead them, yet they allow faithfulness to lead them. They still give themselves that hope. If it's bad today, tomorrow is going to be great. Tell yourself, my story is never yet over just because you encountered little difficulty. Remember, success is not only what can be measured or posted online. True success is faithfulness, love, and perseverance. True success is becoming the person God is shaping you to be, not what the society wants you to be. Stay forward today. Continue your work and speak the word you are afraid to speak. Talk and take the risk you have been posting, you have been postponing in your life. Even when the path is unclear, keep going because he who has inspired you to begin your journey will lead you to its completion. Let us take a moment together and ask God to give us the courage to continue our struggle. That our story is beautiful, just like we have different seasons in our time, we also know that there are preparatory moments in our own life and there are seasons when we celebrate our wins, our success. Don't conclude yet. Your story is beautiful. Just feel that life is like in you and feel the story that is still unfolding in you. Know that the struggle you are facing is not your failure, but an invitation to grow deeper, to love stronger, and to walk closer to God so that you will be able to rise and keep moving and keep progressing. Keep creating and keep loving and keep hoping and inspiring the lives of those whom you encounter. Life is so beautiful, don't waste it. Life is so beautiful, wait for your own time. Don't be in a rush because many people are already on that road. Wait for your own time because there is something very precious God is writing about you. There is not a time when God abandons his own. Remember, this is not where your story ends. This is not where your story ends. Not here in this quiet age of unseen effort. Not here in the long nights when nothing seems to move. Not here in the weight of the world that no one gives you applause or comment. The world rushes so fast, shouting, do it faster, make it easier, be visible. But grace does not travel at the speed of the screen. Growth waits in silence, in patience, in repetition, in the courage to rise when every part of you wants to rest. You were not made for comfort, you were made for the transport, for the slow shaping of your soul, for the stretching that bends but does not break, for the fire that refines without consuming. The roses bloom through the thorns, your life blooms through the trials, through rejection and through doubts, nights when faith may feel so small to carry you long away. Every life has a story to tell. Even Christ walked 30 years hidden in his own life, learning obedience, learning patience, learning the weight of the word. And we have to know that Christ on side has already appointed us to do what we have been asked to do. So, dear blessed one, as you listen to me, I want you to have courage and always hope in the Lord, for at His own appointed time, He will bless you and He will allow your light to shine. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. I am Sister Prisca in A Moment with Sister Prisca. Please, if you have questions, kindly drop them at the comment section. Like our page, subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, and please kindly help to recommend and share this link to others. We will be coming up with more interesting topics that will be able to be of help to you. From me to you, I want to extend my thanks to you. We are going to be back soonest with different topics. God bless you.